Jason, he was a very confident child, did very well in school. He got 9 GCSEs. Yeah, very polite boy. And yeah, no problems at school, went through school really well. His relationship with me was very close, I had him obviously when I was 18, so we had a really close relationship. Jason wasn't involved in any gang activity. He never went out. I'd have 20 friends in the house just to keep them safe. But Jason was one, he just used to like staying in. On the Saturday, the day that obviously Jason was killed, he worked. He was doing extra hours just to get extra money because they were saving up for another holiday. I said, "What are you doing tonight?" Because I asked him all the time, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And he said he was going to watch a new horror film called It because he liked horror films. And that was his plans. And then he gave me a kiss and said, "Love you," and off he went. Then one of his friends turned up and said, "I haven't got no money to go to the pictures." And then I think one of the boys got a phone call from one of the girls who they've grown up with, and she said, "Why don't you come round to mine? There's no one in, we're going to have a few drinks." And obviously their plans changed and they went to a party instead. 2 mopeds then appeared. And nothing was said, they just jumped off the mopeds with machetes. I was notified and it was about 10:30. I was at a friend's house having a drink, it was her birthday. My partner was at home, so he got a phone call and I got a phone call from one of Jason's friends saying, "Don't panic, but Jason's been stabbed." And I said, "Like where?" And he told me where it was, and I ran round there. Lots of people were around Jason when I got there. I could have sworn they were operating, like trying to obviously get him comfortable to put him in the ambulance. But I don't remember a lot. I just remember obviously shouting, and my mind like had a block on it. Jason's injuries were eight stab wounds. He had 2 in the back of his leg, 4 in his back, and 2 in his upper arm. The next time I see Jason was about 9 hours later. He'd been operated on. They'd removed his spleen and his lung. And yeah, I see him I think it's about 10 hours later in intensive care. The surgeon said Jason is paralysed from neck downwards. And then they just said to me his body's shutting down. So yeah, I think they give him a couple of hours to live. And he went about 4 hours, I think, after that. Since Jason died, obviously your life's never going to be the same again. So we went on holiday, wasn't the same. You just can't enjoy anything because he's not there, and it hasn't got any easier, to be fair. It's actually got harder. The one that was found guilty, he was caught within a couple of days. The reason being is his name was shouted on the CCTV. We had a trial not so long ago, which was for 5 weeks, and one was found guilty and one was found not guilty. And he got 20 years. 20 years is not long enough. In my eyes, it should be life, which means he never comes out. Losing Jason was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but going to court and having to listen to it and hearing what had happened to my son, he didn't show no remorse. To be fair, he laughed through a lot of it. He just thought it was a big joke. If I had 2 minutes with him, I would ask him why. And why was it my son you stabbed? What was the reason?